They go, well, you're like ignorance on fire. I took it as a compliment because, like I said, I'm going bankrupt with an Instrom helicopter, but I had a vision.
I'm Gabriel Armas. I'm the COO, Director, and CFI at Rotor School. And this is the one and only Kenny Keller, founder and creator of Helicopter Online Ground School, or as the public would like to call it, H.O.G.S.
Affectionately named by the members. We didn't come up with that. The members just started calling it H.O.G.S.
I've always called it H.O.G.S. But
It's just what happened.
either way, we're here in Indiana today, and we've very much decided that we're going to bring to you this podcast called Two Blades.
No filter.
Helicopter Online Ground has been on for how many years now?
13 years.
13 years. And now you're here. You have an R-22, you have the R-44,
44.
you have the couches, you have your shell, your acoustic shell,
Yep.
for everybody to be comfortable here.
Yep. And you called for fuel and you got it in 3 minutes.
Where else do you get that at? Where else do you get that at?
An examiner that comes here and walks in and sits down and, okay, let's get started.
I mean, amongst the two of us, we both have, well, way more than 30 years experience in aviation.
When I started this and I kind of started picking up momentum, I have a fellow helicopter pilot buddy that wanted to do something online, and in the beginning said, you know, you should start something like a check ride corner or instructor's corner or something before I started H.O.G.S. And then once I started H.O.G.S and got it going, we were having a conversation on the phone one night because he wants to do something online, and he went, you know what, the problem with me is I'm always taking aim. And it's like, because I'm always taking aim. I'm looking over here and I'm getting at my sights, but then I'm over here and I'm over here. And he goes, you take a shotgun and you just start blasting.
Well, that kind of relates to your police background anyway.
I guess, but it's the whole method of, you know, his is paralysis by analysis, where he's just thinking. Now he has 15 years later, finally got an Amazon thing going that's going well for him, but it took him a long time to get it. And I've done all kinds of things for 13, 14 years. A lot of them, did they work? Who knows? Because I was just going like freaking mad. And the guys that got me started doing blog, doing videos, the precursor to H.O.G.S, I got a lot of attention as Fort Wayne Helicopters, even though I was going under and I was going bankrupt. I was doing crappy little videos like you saw, like I showed you. Cheap, hand-me-down camera, silly videos is where it started. And I don't know where I was going with that.
I heard that you made very good friends with the wind.
Yep, that's the famous Selling the Power video where the camera kept falling over. But, so these guys, once I started getting attention, I was getting more attention than the guys who taught me how to do it. And they called me, and I didn't really get offended by it. They called me ignorance on fire.
Ignorance on fire. What did they mean? What did that mean to them?
That meant that they were all kind of jealous that they taught me how to do videos, start a YouTube channel, do a blog, you know. But I was getting more traction on Facebook and YouTube than they were as experts. I took what they taught me, and I think ultimately they were a little jealous. So they called me ignorance on fire because I didn't know any better. But it's the shotgun blasting idea, right? Like,
and here we are making a podcast more or less the exact same way.
Little crappy videos, but people were paying attention.
Yeah.
Because they were authentic and real, and I didn't care. Like, we just watched that video I made, and I'm out in front of my trailer. It was a true story. I'm living in a trailer because I own a helicopter, and I can't afford anything better than a beat-up-ass trailer. My first video was in my trailer in the kitchen with before I had a tripod, before I bought the $15 tripod, the first video ever was on camera on top of a cereal box in my kitchen. So the theme of, I didn't care. I cared, but I just put myself out there in the world, no matter how silly I looked, no matter how dumb I looked, no matter how silly the videos were, I just did it, and I just went at it like a madman. So I think that's ignorance on fire just meant, I don't know. I mean, I didn't take it bad, right? Because they actually told me what they called me. They go, well, you're like ignorance on fire. I took it as a compliment because, like I said, I'm going bankrupt with an Instrom helicopter, but I had a vision.
When you feel the pressure to fly, but know the right decision is to stay on the ground, hit the H.O.G.S no-go and live to fly another day. Helicopterground.com